going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. Sunday morning, May 17th, 2026. It is 6:53 in the morning. I keep it real, folks. I keep it real. I'm in uniform. I'm in the shop located in Woodmere on Long Island in the great communist state of New York. So I keep getting the same message from the same person, and I'm at wit's end. I've updated her, and I'm not in a rush to find a solution for this potential new client, but I got to deal with it. So the dilemma is that in the state of New York, the Travelers Insurance Group is no longer writing or renewing policies in the state of New York with contractors that service New York City. Now, most people think New York City is like Manhattan, that island, part of the 5 boroughs, Manhattan County. But New York City is actually 5 boroughs. You have Staten Island, which is considered Richmond County. You have Manhattan County or New York County, the Bronx, Queens, and Brooklyn. I just had it on the tip of my tongue. I forgot what it was called. Damn. But we are a licensed home improvement contractor in New York City. So therefore, we do some work, but not that much. Not that much. However, Travelers is no longer writing policies and renewing policies for those contractors that do that service New York City. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, I got an email from them and also a letter. And that's the dilemma I'm at right now. So because of that, and Travelers is my general and excess lines carrier. General liability excess lines carrier. Excess lines means we have an umbrella. We have a $5 million umbrella. And the general liability is like business owner's insurance and everything else. That's all around. That's $2 million. So I have this new client that's right around the corner, and she lives in a co-op building with the building management, of course, right? And in order to do work in the building, we haven't done any work there in a couple years, but it doesn't really matter because every letter that we produce for quote-unquote certificate of additionally insured specifies the actual owner, the shareholder, and what shares they have, which equal what apartment number they have, or unit number they have. So because Travelers is no longer writing new policies and renewing policies, they're also not issuing new certificates of additionally insured. So now this woman who wants me to rebuild her 3-handle Gerber shower body with new trim and a tub spout and a shower head, which is really not a big deal. It's like well under $1,000 job. I need to produce a certificate of insurance. That way the super can help me do a water shutdown service for the whole building. I can replace the shower stems and the seats and turn the water back on. And that's my dilemma. And they keep calling. I need to have a coffee. So that's my dilemma that I see this morning. And I'll, of course, give her an update tomorrow that I am still on the search for a insurance carrier. That way I can produce a certificate for her that she needs. Now you may be wondering, okay, so no big deal, get a new carrier. Well, my current policy doesn't expire till like the end of August. So, and it's May 17th. Oh, it's May 17th. Today is my amazing wife's birthday. So, to the Dr. and Mrs. Pipe, happy birthday. Good stuff. Really, 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 really good stuff. Good stuff. Love my coffee. So, You may be asking yourself, Mikey Pipes, it's Sunday morning. It's 7 a.m. on the dot. See? Some people think I fabricate. They do. It's like, no, no way. There's no way you put a video up in 20 minutes. I do, folks. I sure do. So, I have this belief and philosophy. It's called leading by example. Do as I do, not as I say. So if I go out on an emergency service call after hours, Sunday morning, for example, I also would expect my team to do the same. And since it's been a while since I went on an emergency service call on on an after hours basis, what other better time than a Sunday morning, my wife's birthday, than to go out on a service call? You know what I'm talking about, folks. So we have an existing residential client that messaged us last night that their relief valve is leaking, and they need some assistance. Let's go to the videotape. Let's listen to that message.
I have a water boiler that is leaking, so there's some dripping coming out of the pressure relief valve. I did try to schedule over the website, but I wasn't sure if it was going through. I was having some issues submitting it, so wanted to just call to make sure that gets in. But yeah, hoping to get someone out as quickly as possible. I don't know if you guys are available Sunday. That'd be great. If not, then Monday's fine. And you can call me back on this number, 7.
There you have it, folks. So we're going to go to Housecall Pro, since they are an existing client, and we're going to get a little bit more background information to see what kind of hot water boiler or water boiler they have. I'm because of the area they live in, I'm pretty sure they have, yes, it's a gas-fired steam boiler, so they have a water heater. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So here are pictures for this client in Housecall Pro. There is that steam boiler right there. You can tell that by the pressure troll. I noticed just by the large 2-inch piping right there. Let's pan over to that water heater, right? You can see it's a Rheem. So in my opinion, it's a piece of shit water heater from Home Depot, especially since it has that big giant sticker that says, stop! Do not return this product to the store. If you need assistance, to call, right? You know what I'm talking about, folks. So there it is. There's that Rheem Platinum Home Depot special, and they kept the that black metal drip leg on it when they installed it. There's our valve tag on there. We have a valve tag on. There's a service tag. There's the valve tag, the cold water inlet. That's the gas right there. See the valve tag right there as well. Let's get another angle. Gotta love Housecall Pro. There's the combustion test results printout. Wow, 2021, August 23rd, 2021. Company policy is every time we work on a appliance, we test it. There's a steam radiator, as you saw right there, in the next to the pedestal sink and next to the tub. Here's another view of that boiler again, and the water heater behind it. Another combustion test. And there's those valve tags, folks. So here's that Rheem water heater. It looks like they put it into a pan. Wow, very nice. So it looks like, I don't see how the boiler itself is leaking, but the water heater. So the only question that remains is why, if it's the relief valve, the temperature and pressure safety valve on the water heater, why is it leaking? Is it just because of normal wear and tear? Or is there another condition in place which warrants this valve discharging water? Is it going off on temperature, which, as we know, is 210 degrees? Or is it going off on pressure, which is 150 psi? Nonetheless, since I saw the picture, the relief valve drip leg was black steel, I took the liberty and I sweat on a 3/4 inch sweat by male adapter on a giant length of 3/4 inch tubing I had in the scrap section of a shop. because we're going to end up replacing that drip leg on the relief valve. Part of the package, folks. So the line item, besides labor and the emergency trip charge, is going to be that temperature and pressure safety valve with drip leg. In Housecall Pro, we have them also without drip leg. So, or is there another condition, and it's not due to temperature and pressure, and it's due to, well, it would be pressure if we had like a backflow prevention device or a check valve on the water main going into the water service coming into the home. Nonetheless, it's still a Sunday morning. I'm still leading by example. And if I expect my team to go out, they best expect me to go out in the event of an emergency. On Friday, we had this red platform truck delivered by Uline. I am going to be building a mobile display training unit for our dealer day and demo day on the last Friday of the month, which is May 29th, I believe. All-day event here at Pipe Doctor Home Services for ACiQ. We're going to have, it's by invite only. I was a little tongue-tied there. By invite only, and it's the last Friday of the month, which I believe is the 29th of May. So not this Friday coming up, the following Friday. We're going to be having a dealer day. I'm going to be having the live unit, which is the 1.5-ton Extreme Plus. We're going to have a ductless system set up here with the outdoor 3-zone condenser hooked up to a slim duct ceiling cassette. Check this out, folks. This is a slim duct ceiling cassette. It's designed to fit in between the ceiling joists. And also going to put a wall unit up there. Fully functional system hooked up to that outdoor unit. We're going to have the wired controller or the thermostat hooked up to the air handler. Show you how that's done. It's going to be epic. If you're interested in attending that event, email me, Mikey@ACiQ.com. Again, that's Mikey@ACiQ.com. Now, before I start heading out of here, we have 3 posters remain, folks. 3 posters remain of the Mikey Pipes version 2.0 2025 limited edition. If you ain't testing, you're a guessing poster. They're all numbered and they're all autographed. If you want anything special wording on it, like, hey, Mikey Pipes, go fuck yourself. You want me to write that too? I'll do it. You let me know. What else? I think that's about it. It's 17 after 7 here in the morning. Besides my wife's birthday and all the kids coming over this afternoon for a barbecue, I need to record some content. I have a new pool robot that I need to unbox and review. The BeatBot Sora 70 pool robot. Last month we did the iGarden pool robot, so now I'm doing the BeatBot again. The last year's pool cleaner review video did well, and they wanted to pay me again to create another video. So it's a paid video, and it's a fairly good product, you know. So let me leave it at that. Happy Sunday. Be well. God bless. Stay safe. Go hug your kids.